Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today for our last Romance in Travel video podcast of 2021. This series has taken us each month to new destinations in the world where we explore the most romantic travel experiences it has to offer. Last month, we were just in Australia and New Zealand, for example, and what a great timing. Just a few days after the reopening of New Zealand was announced. So it was really cool. Today, we are ending 2021 with a Romance in Travel video podcast to Belize. So the recording of our past events are all available on TravelStore.com. Just look for our page called Talking Travel, and you'll find them there. A special thank you for all TravelStore clients watching us. Your trust and support means everything to us. Thank you. And if you're new to TravelStore, welcome. Please join us and find out how we can enrich your lives with our special travel touch. All right, so my name is Florence. I am the manager here of the honeymoon team, and we love to travel, of course, but we prefer it with a little hint of romance. Okay, so why Belize? Many people have never heard of Belize, but this little Central American country has so much to offer. From the largest barrier reef in the Northern Hemisphere, to exotic wildlife, to pristine beaches, clear blue waters, and let's not forget the rich culture and history. Belize has the perfect tropical destination for you without even having to leave the continent. Okay, so as usual, during the podcast, if you have any questions for us, please put them in the Q&A box. And my colleague Christine here, hi Christine.
Hi.
Pick a few to address live. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our fabulous travel preferred partners that are here today on the podcast with us. And they are talking with us from Belize. And I am so excited to have them with us today. And they're going to show you their regions, their country, and their beautiful properties. So we have Abigail. Abby, hi Abby. She's here from Ambergris Ski, and she's the guest service director at the Victoria House. Then we also have Roberto. Hi, Roberto. Roberto is here with Chalk Creek, located in the heart of the Maya civilization, and he is the marketing manager at Chalk Creek. And finally, we have Melissa. Hi, Melissa. And Melissa is the director of sales and marketing of Itzana, located in the southern region of Belize, Placencia. So hi, Abby. Hi, Roberto. Hi, Melissa. We are so happy to have you with us today. And it's going to be so much fun. Okay, to take us to Belize, it is now my pleasure to present you to my friend and wonderful partner, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Jennifer is the president of Way to Go Tours, TravelStore's favorite travel partner to organize your dream vacation to Belize. Okay, Jennifer, take us to Belize.
Well, this country is completely amazing. First of all, it's so incredibly close to the United States. You can pretty much get there from the West Coast within 4+ hours, and most destinations very, very fast. When you land in Belize, it has a tiny little airport, so it's super easy to navigate. You're in and out very, very quickly. So what happens? So you land in Belize, go through immigration and customs, and then you go to the domestic counter and take a domestic flight to Ambergris Caye. So Belize has a little tiny island that is right underneath the Yucatan Peninsula. And this island is extremely special because it follows the Great Barrier Reef that goes all the way down the coastline of Belize. And it's very, very close to Ambergris Caye. When you fly over to the island, it's only a 15-minute flight, and the scenery is unbelievable. You can see all of the little outer cays, the aqua waters, the turquoise waters. It's absolutely amazing. So after you've landed in Ambergris Caye, the town is called San Pedro, and it's a bustling, cute little town with lots of people driving golf carts around, little restaurants, little shops for artists and handicrafts, or various like art galleries. Amazing, cute town that you can easily navigate by foot or by car. Now, some of the great things that you can do in this area, for example, the number one, obviously, is snorkeling and diving on the Great Barrier Reef. There's over 25 different dive spots and snorkeling spots that you can explore. And then you can do great fishing. You can do more like intercoastal fishing, where you're fishing for permit and tarpon. You can do reef fishing, which is amazing. Some other activities include kayaking, paddle boats, exploring the little town, renting a golf cart for the day. There's so many fun things that you can do on these beautiful white sands. So now I'm going to take you to one of my favorite hotels, Victoria House, and welcome Abby. Tell us about the property and why it's so special.
Hi, everybody. How are you? It's sunny here in San Pedro, and we're just enjoying the weather. And even if it rains, actually, it's still so beautiful. And, so we're happy to have you and show you around our beautiful resort.
Oh, I think we lost Abby for a second. Oh, that's the Wi-Fi.
So private. So.
Oh, she's back. Yay. Hi, Abby.
Hi. Hi. Sorry. So Victoria House is spread out so nicely, as you can see in the picture. We have two main pools for all our in-house guests. We have pool service. All the rooms have their own privacy. You have decks. Some of our rooms even have hammocks. To be lounging out there on the beach and just hang out there all day if you want. Food and drinks will be brought to you. And we also have a full spa that we offer so many treatments in there. And we have outdoor showers, and anything you'd like to do, couples massage, body polishes, facials. You can do an all day of just pampering yourself once you're at Victoria House.
I believe you brought us a video, right, Abby?
Yes, I did.
All right, why don't we take a look at it? Fantastic. What a great way to start a vacation in Belize. I love this feeling.
Yes, we do have our little spa palapa, as you can see. I was talking about the spa, so if you don't want to do it inside our spa rooms, you could do it out here on our little palapa, and there's nothing better than just listening to the sound of the sea and the breeze and the birds out there. It's just so relaxing. So this is one of the favorites of guests that once you book it, then you'll know. It's such a
That
wonderful
looks
experience.
super romantic.
Mhm. It is. And then we also have our beach dinner set up. And this is just like a cherry on top. The food of the resort, La Palmilla restaurant, is really great food. We are one of the best restaurants in the country. But just having this experience out here on the beach, it's so private. It's only you and your partner. And we've had engagements here or celebrations of birthdays, and we can, just do several couples. Our beach is big, so we can spread it out and just have a really lovely experience. And of course, we do weddings, and every single one is just so different. The brides are different. We get a lot of tropical flowers here, and whatever their choices are, it can be either an elopement package, which is just a couple, and it's so romantic, and it I can do as many weddings as I have done, and it still moves me. Like when they're reading their vows or just looking at them while they're walking on the aisle. So yeah, we can do groups or we can do little weddings.
I'm so glad you're mentioning this because, when destination weddings come on request here, it's often Mexico, just because, maybe people assume that's the country to do it. But Belize is right next door, and you guys do fantastic jobs for weddings or just even vow renewals or
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, we do.
All right, thank you so much, Jennifer. When you are in San Pedro, what is your most romantic experience?
Well, one of the first things is that one of the things that's very indicative to Belize is the thatched roof. The thatched roof palapas, the thatched roof accommodations. That in itself is very romantic feeling for a couple. So other things that you can do, there's a sunset catamaran that you can take around 4 or 5 o'clock, and see a beautiful sunset right there off of the reef. And certainly one of the things that Abby pointed out is doing that romantic beach dinner. It's unbelievable hearing the waves like lapping in and having like some delicious like fusion, Belizean local favorites. And remember, another one of the most fabulous things about Belize is English is the primary language. So communicating and talking to staff and locals and learning about the culture is very, very easy.
Wow, okay, interesting. Thank you. Christine, do we have a question for Abby?
We did get one. Abby, is it safe to venture outside of the resort at night?
Yes, it is. We are 15 minutes ride from town on a golf cart. We do rent them. And if not, we can call you a taxi, and we have very reliable taxi drivers that they'll give you the number, and the restaurants will call them back when they're ready to come back to the resort.
Have fun to go out for dinner in the golf cart. I love that. All right, thank you so much, Abby. So Jennifer, where are you taking us next?
Okay, so next we're going to go into the interior. The specific area is called the Cayo district. It's located sort of close by the Guatemalan border there. And we can go there a couple different ways. Right now, they just added back the flight that you can take from Ambergris Caye all the way over to the town right close to our other hotel we're going to visit shortly, Chaw Creek. And what's so unique about this area is it is a dense, beautiful rainforest area. So you're going to see a lot of wildlife. You're going to see a lot of ancient Mayan ruins. But one of the things that's so very special about Belize is that it feels intimate. You're not in a slew of crowds. It's typically you can go to a Mayan ruin or do a canoe tour in Barton's Creek Cave, or venture out and go bird watching or spelunk into the ATM cave, and you might be one of 3, 4, 5 people. So it is so special because you really are able to see a lot of animal and other wildlife and birds and species, and explore these different things, very, very intimately. So with this, and one of the things that I don't want to forget is to definitely visit the San Ignacio market. That is a lot of fun too. But before we go there, okay, let's talk to our friends over at a wonderful resort. Roberto, please introduce Chalk Creek to us.
Hi, good afternoon. Great to have you here as well. And I'm excited to share some more about Chalk Creek with you all. So Chalk Creek, if I can have my slide up, please. Thank you so much, Kristen. So we're an eco lodge slash private nature reserve. It's a 400-acre nature reserve, an adventure center. Plus, we have a tour operator arm, and we're also a spa and wellness center as well. Next slide, please. So I'll just go through, Christine, if you can bring up the video, please.
Oh, we're having a little trouble with the video, so we're just gonna have to play it right here.
That's fine.
Okay, here it goes.
So this is just a walkthrough. We're walking through what we call the Ixchel Rainforest Villas. These are our most recent additions to Chalk Creek. And as you can see, they offer a beautiful 160 degrees sensory experience for couples. These villas here come either with a plunge pool, as you can see here, and they're also split. So the entire villa comes with a living room area, also a dining, it has a dining area, and you can rent it. For example, we've had couples who come on a double date. So you have 2 couples, staying in a villa, one staying in the master bedroom, the other staying in the junior suite. And the junior suites affords them also a private, of course, private experience as well, because the villas are shut off by 2 doors that connect the living room. And so you really have to open 4 doors before you can get to the other side of the villa. And the junior suite features a private jacuzzi. Both of them have a nice large king-size bed. And the bathroom, they're almost the size of a standard room. It's huge, spacious. We also have an outdoor shower area on both sides of the suites. This one here is a junior suite. Again, you have these nice tall glasses that make you feel like you're just being a part of nature at that moment.
Exactly, Roberto. I was waiting for you to say this. Those rooms are so beautiful, but they are so peaceful, and
right.
The nature, the trees are coming in.
Absolutely. So you get that nice morning sunlight as well, at the golden hour. And then right on your veranda, you're also able to see the Macal River, right, which is another splendor. And then you also have howler monkeys very early in the morning visiting you, right? So we call them the natural alarm clocks, and couples love this. Now this one here is the treetop, or we call it the Royal Villa. This is a little bit more warm. It's a little bit more romantic, I would say, for couples. Couples tend to love this more. However, the only difference is that this is not air conditioned, while the Ixchel villas are. So we have.
Thank you. This one we can choose with or without AC.
Yes, and of course that goes, with our green credentials, of course, in mind. Next slide, please.
I am floored by those rooms. They are just fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
For sharing that video even Broke down a little bit.
Yeah. And that video was recorded just a few days ago. So, you know, this is lovely weather as well. Here, pictured here, of course, are just setups. These are our dining under the stars setup by our infinity swimming pool. And this can be done really anywhere on the property. We really try to go all out for our couples. You know, whoever, either if they're getting married at Chalk Creek or they're just having an anniversary or engagement. And so we would, for example, we would bring in a flutist to have live music while you're having a romantic dinner. We can do a romantic dinner, a sunset romantic dinner, for example, at our lookout, which is at our on-site Mayan site as well, called Tunichilen. And there you are served by actually a person of Maya descent. You have the beautiful sunset and you're able to see Shun and Tunich right across. So it's really great experiences that couples can enjoy. The very unique part of Chalk Creek is that we're an adventure center. So it's a very, very unique property because we offer over 8 on-site activities that couples can enjoy. And this includes, but is not limited to, horseback riding. We have the RTV Rainforest Safari. We have canoeing because we're in the Macau River. River tubing, if they prefer just, you know, to float down the river and enjoy a cocktail or a beer while at it. And on the canoes as well, we have sunset canoeing where they can actually enjoy either by themselves or with a guide a nice cheese board or charcuterie board or something like that, and a bottle of wine. We have the Maya Organic Farm, so they can get on the horse or get on the RTV Rainforest Safari, go to the Maya Organic Farm, pick out their produce, bring it back to the restaurant and get a fresh salad. They have the Open Heart Cultural Kitchen, where they can learn together to cook cultural Belizean dishes, like a Maya Pibil, for example, tacos. So this is great. Couples really love this, and it's usually they take about 3 to 4 days to really explore everything on site. That's excluding offsite activities or excursions. Yes. And then, of course, lastly, we have our weddings. We have vow renewals. Not pictured here, but I wish I had included it, is the Blue Morpho wedding. Which is a highly coveted wedding at Chalk Creek, where when the bride, of course it's outdoors, so you're under the jungle canopy with the view of the Macau River, and when the bride and the groom are kissing, we release hundreds of blue morpho butterflies into the air, and it really creates this magical wow experience that especially brides love, you know.
Yes, wow. Oh.
So we have our own butterfly as well, butterfly farm, where we breed those butterflies too. So everything that we do is, of course, in a conscious and responsible manner.
Right.
Also, I just want to mention one last thing that is very important to us, and couples love knowing this, that 10% of our total room revenue goes to social and environmental programs. Through education, scholarships, Eco Kids Summer Camp, Pack a Pound program, etc., etc. And then we have one last slide.
That's
it?
That's it.
Okay, super.
But thank you, Roberto, for
Thank you.
It's a very important little detail here. And yeah, personally, romance rhymes with history, and I will never forget being in Belize, visiting those ruins that were just so amazing, and there were nobody around. I was just by myself. That maybe there were a few people around me, but I couldn't see them, and it makes such a big difference to have, like Jennifer said, this intimacy with history, with the culture, and it was very unique, you know.
Intimacy is the word. I love the choice of words there.
Thanks. What about you? What's your favorite romantic thing to do?
I would probably say sunsets. We have, because we're in Western Belize, we're in the part of what they call the Maya Mountains. And so we have spectacular sunset here, So anything to do with sunsets, I love from the Maya mountain range. Going up, for example, over the river from Chalk Creek, we go into Mountain Pine Ridge. And man, there's so many great waterfalls and stuff that you get nice romantic setting, sunsets as well from there. So you kind of bunch them two into one, adventure and romance.
Thank you. How about you, Jen?
Well, yeah, Roberto kind of touched on two of them. So, and you did too. So two of my most favorite romantic things to do is, like, for example, you can go on top of the Junan Tunich Mayan ruin and propose to your new partner. That is amazing. I mean, and then another thing, really short distance in Mountain Pine Ridge, like Roberta was talking about, you can have your own private waterfall for the day. So it'll be you, your partner, a waterfall, a beautiful setting. You can swim, have a delicious lunch, and no one's going to bug you except for maybe a toucan or a howler monkey or something like that. And you get the whole place to yourself. So there are so many really great, unique things you can do.
Amazing. And when you think it's so close to us here. Christine, do we have a question for Roberto?
Yes, sorry, I couldn't find my mute button. Roberto, are there a lot of bugs around the hotel, and do we need to bring our own bug spray?
I would say yes and no. And again, the reason why is because on site, even while we're on the river banks, we hardly get any issues with bugs. So on site, you will not experience a lot of mosquitoes and that kind of stuff. All our rooms are netted, so we really try to minimize bugs getting in. However, if you go off-site, you may need to. So I would say yes and no. If you go off to a Mayan ruin, for example, like Caracol, which is very remote, you might find that there are bugs there, and you may want to pack one. Yes.
All right, but nothing overwhelming then. That's
no.
The message.
I think just simply if you wake up in the morning and use your bug spray, or Belize has this natural like bug preventive thing in all the rooms typically. So just prepare.
Nice. Okay, Jennifer, where are we going next?
Okay, so we are leaving the Mayan mountains, and we could go to Placencia in one of two ways. First way is you can do a private land transfer from the Cayo district down to the mainland beach area of Belize, or you could do something really out of the box. Christine, you got the next slide for me? Exactly. You can take a helicopter transfer from Cayo, buzz over the Great Blue Hole, and land in Placencia. I mean, if that's not beautiful, what is? You certainly can visit the Blue Hole by a tour trip from Ambergris Caye, but why not consider something like this? This is the best kind of transfer I'm talking about.
All right, so, top 5 most romantic transfers in the world.
Absolutely, unbelievable. Views are spectacular, absolutely spectacular. So after you buzz the Great Blue Hole in the ocean there, you'll land on this little tiny narrow strip of, it's a peninsula that's right sort of in the lower mid part of Belize. You've got a beautiful lagoon on one side, and on the other side, you have a blue aqua ocean. It is such a unique place, because you've got hotels up and down, right? And it ends at this cool little village where they have great restaurants, they have neat galleries, handicrafts, you'll see locals fishing, so easy to manage. And you can take a golf cart or take a walk, either way, to get down to this cool little village. Some of the cool tours you can do after you've already landed on your helicopter from the Blue Hole is there are some unique tours. So if you remember what we talked about in the beginning, we have the barrier reef that's running down all of Belize. So you can go out towards that area too, snorkeling and diving. But what's unique to this area is you've got a bunch of these tiny little islands, or what they call outer cays. And some of these islands don't have anybody on them. So you can do all kinds of like fun snorkeling and barbecue beach picnics and all kinds of fun stuff. Some other unique things that are indicative to this area too is besides some adventure stuff like zip line, you can also do cave tubing from here also. They also have, you can go see manatees and go to the jaguar preserve. Jaguars are, you know, of all of the areas that we offer, Belize is one of the few places where I've actually seen jaguars. And so you can do that. And then certainly other boat tours. And one of the last things that I want to bring up is right in the northern part of Placencia, there's a little village where they have one of the indigenous peoples, the Garifuna peoples. They do this amazing drumming, and you can meet the chief and learn about drumming, and, you know, certainly do a whole bunch of different like cultural experiences too. So that leads me to one of my favorite hotels in Placencia, Itzana. Hello, Melissa. Tell us about this fabulous hotel.
Hi, how are you? So Itzana is actually one of the luxury resorts in Placencia. We are brand new, we just opened, so everything is brand new. And Itzana means the god of day and night. So what we want to is to focus entirely on balance. And after being around, you know, in such a great experience in Jack Creek and doing, you know, snorkeling on the reef in San Pedro, you can come here and unwind totally. And that's where the balance comes in, you know, after all that adventure. So we're perfect for couples and honeymoons and also weddings. We also do beach weddings. We are, apart from San Pedro, we are a rainforest beach. So everything is incorporated together within the forest. And I'm here actually. I want to do you a live tour of one of our most best sellers for couples. It's our beachfront loft. So bear with me a while. I'm just gonna switch my camera. Give me a second so you can see it live.
And she's gone.
Go ahead, Jennifer. What were you saying about the manatees?
So the Monkey Mangrove tour is really close to most of the hotels in Placencia, including Itzana. And you take this sort of like a flat bottom sort of jungle type cruise, and you can see lots and lots of manatees. And if anyone, knows anything about manatees, they're very sweet, loving, creatures that, work in pods. I'm not actually sure what the manatee word is. Do you know, Roberto? I don't know what the manatee is word, I'm going to say pods, but I'm not sure.
Melissa is back, so maybe she'll know. Melissa, we lost the Wi-Fi, so we can't follow you to the window, I think.
Keyword.
Okay, so let me start over. So here, I was showing to you that all of our villas are beachfront. So you can see exactly the beach right there, and you have a private plunge pool for you to enjoy with your couple as well, only for you yourself. But also you can become this place as your own without having to be bothered by anyone else. So you can see there's more to see as well. So the villa includes its own kitchenette, where you can also contract a private chef to do private dinners for you and your couple as well. And we also have a big private outdoor space bathtub for you to enjoy with your couple as well. So I'm going to show that to you because I think it's one of the best additions that we have. This will be set up privately for you and your couple to enjoy your own bathtub outdoor, completely private for you as well.
Fantastic. Jennifer, what's your favorite romantic thing to do in
So I think
So one of my favorite romantic things to do is to definitely rent a charter boat, maybe do a private snorkeling or private fishing, and whatever you catch, go to one of these outer cays, and the captain will then create your own personal barbecue. So it's just you two on the island, you know, captain shows you the way, and just like experience like, you know, complete romance and intimacy, you know, on your own little island. What better thing could that be?
I know, super romantic. Christine, do we have a question for Melissa?
Yes. Melissa, do you provide guests with snorkel gear, or do we have to bring our own? Oh, you're muted. Okay.
It's
Can you
okay,
hear me?
I unmuted you. You're good.
So we do provide some snorkeling gear. If you also rent a tour, with the tour will be provided the snorkeling gear for you as well.
All right, okay. So now, Jennifer, can you please review the travel requirements to go to Belize?
Sure thing, I'd be happy to. It's super easy. So Belize accepts vaccinated and unvaccinated passengers with a negative COVID test taken within 48 hours of departure. You don't have to do any digital health pass anymore. You fill out the one that they give you on the airplane, and then present this information to immigration. They want you to stay at a gold standard hotel, which basically means all of our friends here are, which are hotels that have very high and excellent levels of safety and health protocols. So it's super easy, you know, and on the way out to handle the mandatory US testing, there's lots and lots of options. All the hotels take care of everything for you. It's super, you know, super easy. It's a very excellent destination to travel to.
So the message is easy to go to Belize. Fantastic.
Easy, intimate, sexy, all of those words.
Okay, Christine, we have time for one more question. Do we have one more question?
Okay, we had a couple, but my favorite one that came in is zip lining an activity here like in Costa Rica?
Ooh,
Roberto,
that
maybe
one.
you want to take that one.
Is the zip lining activity here like in Costa Rica? Well, I haven't been to Costa Rica ziplining, but I would say from based on the photos that I've seen, they're comparable. And we have some great ziplining, and it also depends really on your altitude. You know what type of rush you're looking for. There are couples who, you know, they're not too daring, and then there are others who like give me the rush. You know, so we have. I know that we have a couple of zip lines that go, I think, over 1,000 foot. So they're really high. I think it's in southern Belize actually, over the Mayan mountains. So I would say, I dare say, yes, it's comparable.
Yeah, because I've been to Costa Rica and I've done the zip line there. They're definitely equivalent, really, really fun. One of the cool things about the one in Belize is a lot of times we pair it with cave tubing. So you do cave tubing and you pair it with the zip line. So in cave tubing, you're actually going in this whole unique cave system that's in Belize. And that's sort of like in the past, the Mayan thought it was like the gateway to the underworld. So you get like a crazy little headlamp, and you are in a tube and you link on with like 4 people, and you'll actually go through this cave system. I mean, sometimes it gets really, really dark. It's wild. It's totally fully guided. And then once you get out, you go do the zip line. So that makes a unique pairing that might be different to your Costa Rica trip.
Wow. All right, that's really cool. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Melissa, Abby, Roberto, Jennifer, for showing us Belize. Thank you all for joining us and traveling to Belize with us today. Please stay tuned. The Romance in Travel video podcast will be back next year in 2022. And we hope you enjoyed the journey to Belize, and maybe you'll plan on visiting this magic little country soon. Now, as usual, I want to try to leave you with some music from Belize. And that's it for today. Goodbye. Happy holidays.